Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to this world. So we were discussing last week how Devaki and Vasudeva, we can turn down the temperature maybe. So Devaki and Vasudeva, when they gave birth to Krishna, we discussed something, Veera Raghavacharya's commentary, right? And Sridhara Swami's Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary, right? So does anyone remember what was Vasudeva transferring to the womb of Devaki? How did Krishna manifest there? Does anyone remember?
Heart, another heart.
Heart, okay. And what is Krishna? Like what was said about Krishna? Is Krishna as a mind or Krishna as intelligence? What is Krishna? So what did Vasudeva do to Devaki? Vasudeva uplifted the consciousness of Devaki to Krishna consciousness. This is called initiation. Right? So Krishna and consciousness means Chaitanya. Right? Krishna, Chaitanya. Right? So to understand what does it mean to become conscious of Krishna, Krishna himself appeared. Okay, if someone has to become conscious of Krishna, what happens? So I'm becoming conscious that there is a food served, something or the other. I show some excitement, I show some, hey, really? You got a job. Oh, really? So you show some excitement, you show some enthusiasm. But if you're becoming conscious of Krishna, what happens? So Krishna himself came as Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the English translation would mean Krishna consciousness. So that is the translation of Krishna Chaitanya. So Mahaprabhu, when he was staying in Puri, he was always mad in separation from Krishna. It was very difficult. In the night time, it becomes very bad. Mahaprabhu's disease of separation from Krishna. And in the daytime, different devotees, Ramanand Rai, Swarup Damodar, they were his associates. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared approximately 500 years ago. I know someone would say, you've been saying this for the past 50 years. But so since Krishna consciousness movement began, but yeah, approximately 1500 years ago. So, and Mahaprabhu's, we were reading Sikshashtakam, right, every morning. So, Asrishyava Padaratam Pinashtumam. Pinashtu. Nashtu means what? I become destroyed. Pinashtumam. Adarshanat Marmahatam. If I don't see you, I cannot maintain my life. Adarshanat Varmahatam Karotu va Yatha Tatha va Vidadhatu Lampataha Mat Prananathastu Sayeva Naparaha. Right? But you are my Lord. Even if you break my heart and not appear before me, and though I feel like I'm dying, in separation from Krishna, so still you are my Lord. So Mahaprabhu's, you can read Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Leela especially. There is Adi Leela, Madhya Leela and Antya Leela. And the whole mood of Chaitanya Charitamrita is to explain what does Krishna consciousness mean when it is experienced. If you want to understand what is the topmost experience Krishna consciousness offers, you can read Chaitanya Charitamrita. The experience, like Arjuna asks Krishna, the Bhagavad Gita, how does a self-realized person speak? How does a self-realized person walk? Right? So we can understand this from all the associates. And how, when two devotees come together, how do they talk to each other? So there was this devotee by name Raghunath Das Goswami. So in the Guru Parampara, we have Shat Goswamis, correct? Shri Hari? Who are the Shat Goswamis? Who knows who are the 6 Goswamis? Okay, go ahead.
Shri Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunatha Bhatta Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, and Jiva Goswami.
Okay, very nice. So So these 6 Goswamis, right, they were always submerged in love of Godhead. Tadera Charana Shepi Bhakta Shanevas. Right? So I want to serve, Narottam Das Thakur is praying, I want to serve those people who have taken shelter of these 6 Goswamis. Because they were so constantly submerged. Dhira Jana Priyau, Priyakarau, Nirmatsarau Pujitau, Radha Krishna, Padarvinda Yugalau. So they were constantly absorbed in the pastimes, Mattalikau. They were mad in the love of Radha and Krishna. This is the symptom of Krishna consciousness. If you're saying, I went to the US and you're like bored, right? Say you're from a normal village in India. You say, I came from the US and you're very sad. Like, what happened? Similarly, a Krishna conscious person, we can understand from Chaitanya Charitamrita how he is. So they were constantly submerged. So Raghunath Das Goswami, before he got the shelter, Raghunath Das Goswami learned under the tutelage of Swarup Damodar, who was the personal secretary of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But before that, exactly the point in which he got hired, his onboarding. His onboarding is what is Panihati festival, Raghunath Das Goswami's onboarding. So Raghunath Das Goswami first went to Shantipur in West Bengal. And even right now you have, there is a parikrama that happens every March. It's called Navadvip Mandal Parikrama, where devotees from all over the world will go through these 9 islands. There are Navadvipam, just like we have Lakshadweep, right? We have Navadvip. In these 9 islands, right, Mahaprabhu performed many of his pastimes in his formative years. So, and each of these 9 islands are very holy. So they are called Nadiya in local language, right, which is where he grew up as Nimai Pandit. So devotees from all over the world, so there are different parikrama parties, right? If you go one time, so there is a Russian parikrama party, special for Russians only, because there are 2,000 devotees from Russia who fly down to Navadvip Mandal Parikrama, right, to West Bengal during the month of March to do Parikrama. And there are devotees from North America, right, who flies there, right? And then the last time I went there, unfortunately, is only back in 2012. Actually, that is where I first met Deva Madhav Prabhu, Advaita Prabhu. They had come from North America, right? And I came from Delhi at that point, right? So many devotees from North America come and, they participate. And devotees from India, South Indian party. So there will be lectures for all the Navadvip Mandal in different languages, right? In Russian, there will be one party, there will be Hindi, and there will be Tamil, there will be Telugu. And so the one lecture will be going on in Russian, another party will come to the same place. Antaradvip, Godrumadvip. Right? In this way, there are different dvipas. So Antardvip is where the appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Navadvip, one dvip is Antardvip in the center part, right? So this is where Mahaprabhu appeared, But anyway, my point is to say Shantipur is where first Raghunath Das Goswami first met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and said, I am not able to live in my house. I can't. I'm not able to sleep. I'm not able to eat. I'm not able to do my normal activities. Please, I can't be separated from you. He expresses heartfelt desire to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The gopis are not able to cook in their kitchen. As soon as they hear Krishna's flute, they run helter-skelter. Sometimes one gopi is actually wearing the marks, kajal, and then she just drops it just there and she runs to Krishna. Another gopi is actually feeding her children, but she cannot tolerate Krishna's separation. Prema Vihvala, right? Vihvala Tapa, right? Viraha Tapa, separation from Krishna. I cannot. Too intense. Become diseased. So the purpose of Krishna consciousness is to not become peaceful. Of course, if you will become peaceful, right? You are peaceless materially, then you'll become peaceful spiritually, and then after that you'll become peaceless spiritually. This is how it goes. Right now we are peaceless materially. That peacelessness is not ecstatic, but spiritual peacelessness is ecstatic. So the gopis were not able to be there in their house. They could not. And same thing, we see this is also the wives of the Brahmanas. And many devotees, they are not able to be present. Intense separation. Srimati Radhika also cannot. They were experiencing intense ecstatic symptoms, especially when Krishna went to Dwaraka. So what are the symptoms that the gopis experienced? Because Krishna left when he was approximately 11, 12, right? He did not come back to Vrindavan. He departed from Vrindavan, went to Mathura, and of course the external reason is that, right, he went to Dwaraka because he was too afraid. And then he went to Dwaraka. But there is an internal reason. He wanted to increase the ecstatic symptoms of the gopis, and he also wanted to experience separation from the gopis. He wanted to show this world of rasa, what does separation mean, so that he could appear as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu later to enunciate these symptoms. So during the years that Krishna was in Dwaraka, the gopis were not able to tolerate Krishna's separation. And what did it feel for the gopis at that point of time? You don't find this in Srimad Bhagavatam. What did the gopis feel? To some extent, yes. When Uddhava goes to the gopis, and Akrura goes, Uddhava goes, you get some glimpse, but not elaborately. So Bhagavad Gita ends, Bhagavatam begins. So Bhagavad Gita ends with Sarvadharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Give up all the things that you are carrying a burden right now. Give that burden up and take shelter of Krishna. Whatever we are carrying right now is a burden. It doesn't belong to me. It has nothing to do with me. It is a burden. My habits are a burden. My activities are the burden. Everything will be taken away by death. Datasi dhruvo mrityu. From the point of knowledge, Krishna is trying to convince that give up your burden. Come to me. Your real position is to serve me. Your real nature is to love me. Do that. Mam ekam sharanam vraja. 18th chapter, 66 shloka, Krishna is concluding Bhagavad Gita. This is the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita, to remove to place our burden at the lotus feet of the Lord and to love Him as all our heart and soul. And that is where Bhagavatam begins. From the point of surrender. Dharma projita kaituvatra paramo nirmatsaranam satam. And Bhagavatam ends with Nama Sankirtanam Yasya. We repeat this every week, right? Nama Sankirtanam Yasya. Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranama Dukkha Shamanaha Tam Namami Harim Param. It ends with love of Godhead, which is symptomized by Harinam Sankirtan, Nama Sankirtanam Yasya. And that is where Chaitanya Charitamrita begins. It is full of Harinam Sankirtan from beginning to end. So Mahaprabhu is constantly performing Harinam Sankirtan in great ecstasy. Throughout the whole night he dances in Shiva Sangan, and then throughout the whole day he preaches in the streets of Nadia in the West Bengal. This is what he does. So Raghunath Das Goswami goes to Shantipur, just to set the context. So Shantipur, he says, I cannot tolerate the separation. I cannot. Please take me. So Mahaprabhu says, don't do this. Don't have Markata Vairagya. Markata Vairagya means what? Markata means what? Monkey. Markata means monkey. So don't have monkey renunciation, right? So you stay in your house. Don't leave your house right now. Externally be like a pounds and shillings man. Externally act like a normal man to the outside world, right? Don't show your ecstatic symptoms outside, but internally you cultivate separation from me. Internally you cultivate that, and gradually you will understand what to do, right? So this is what Mahaprabhu says to him. So sometimes we also feel, at least myself, we do the opposite. Externally we show all our devotional ecstasies or devotional qualities. Internally, I have, whatever I have is my material qualities. But Mahaprabhu told Raghunath Das Goswami, when we are in this outside world, exactly the opposite. So internally we keep all our ecstasies. I dreamt about Krishna, I chanted my realizations. No, keep it to yourself. Don't share your personal ecstasies, whatever you have, even if at all we have something, because whatever is there, it nashta dharma, it will become destroyed. Because when we share with someone, I start thinking I am a great devotee. And as soon as I think I'm a great devotee, then Krishna will go away from me. Right? So Krishna is very dainya priyatvat, he is very pleased with the humble. Anyway, so Raghunath Das Goswami expressed his desire like that. And Raghunath Das Goswami went back. But though Mahaprabhu gave this instruction, Raghunath Das Goswami was not able to actually follow that advice completely. Right? So again, his father was a great merchant. What was his name? Govardhan Mazumdar. Govardhan Mazumdar. Right? He was a great merchant. Huh? Mazumdar, yes. So he was a great merchant. Right? Merchant means he like everything he knew, like money wise, everything, they were like very elevated, very respected. And Raghunath Das Goswami, every time, right, they thought, okay, Raghunath Das Goswami maybe is a little young, that is why he's like a little mad. He's running away like this. Let me get him married. In this way, they forcefully got him married. And they made him have a lot of servants. Raghunath Das Goswami has a lot of servants. So in this way, he will enjoy what it means to be nicely happy. Now he's just a boy, he's not enjoying all the pleasures of life. Maybe if he enjoyed the pleasures of life, then he will not run away to Mahaprabhu like this. In this way, Mazumdar, Govardhan Mazumdar thought like that. So, I'll read, very nicely. So, रात्रे उठी एकेला चालीला पालना दूरा होते पीता तांड्रे अनिला धरिया. And maybe turn on the projector if you want. So one day what happened, Raghunath Das Goswami, he could not be situated there. He immediately got up in the night. He felt intense ecstatic symptoms and he ran away. And again his father went outside and he caught him back. And he brought him back. This became almost a daily affair. Raghunath would run away from home and his father would again bring him back. And Raghunath Das' mother would spoke to his father as follows. Putra batula hoila ihaya rakaha bandiya tandra pita kahe tara nirvina hana. Our son has become mad. Our son has become mad. Right? She said, just keep him binding him with ropes. His father, being very unhappy, replied to her as follows. Indra sama Ishwarya stri apsara sama esa babhandita nari lekayandra mana. Raghunath Das, our son, has appearance like Indra, the heavenly king. And his wife is as beautiful as an apsara or an angel. Yet all this could not tie down his mind. Dadira bandhane tande rakhi beke mate janma data pita nare prarabdha kandhite. How then could we keep his boy by binding him with ropes? It is not possible even for one's father to nullify the reactions of one's past activities. Chaitanya Chandrera kripa hana chain hare Chaitanya Chandrera batula ke rakhita pare. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has fully bestowed his mercy upon him. Who can keep home such a mad man of Chaitanya Chandra? Tabe Raghunatha kichu vicharila mane Nityananda Gosanira Pasha Chalilara dine. Raghunath Das considered something in his mind. The next day he went to Nityananda Gosani. Sometimes advices are given. So Krishna, when he gave advice, there are two groups of women that comes in Bhagavatam. One groups of women are the wives of Brahmanas. Another groups of women are the gopis. And both of them cannot tolerate separation from Krishna. And the wives of Brahmanas actually came to Krishna in the dead of the night. So usually, sometimes people think, why do these women go to Krishna? This is not illicit. Is it not wrong? You are married. Like you're talking about dharma, this, that, and everything. Why is this girl going, to Krishna in the dead of the night? So understand, usually when a girl likes a boy, she does not want other girls to like him. Correct or not? Correct or not? She is not comfortable the other girl to like that boy. Correct? But in this case, the gopis are going in groups. What is it? What does it mean? It means this love for this boy is not like the normal love for any other boy. This boy is special. There is no sense of shame or there is no sense of loss of exclusivity when even other girls love the same boy. And they are all talking amongst each other. So this love is not the same love as his outside love, as his normal marital love. And Krishna is telling all the wives of the Brahmanas, you should not come in the dead of night like this. This is forbidden for a stree to come in the dead of the night. What are you doing? And the wives of the Brahmanas debate this and that, but ultimately they end up going back to their household, back, the wives of the Brahmanas. But the gopis, the wives of the Brahmanas are also gopis in one sense. But the gopis who are also the wives of the Brahmanas are little more, of course, separate. They are the Brahmanas' wives. The gopis, though, Krishna also says the same thing to them, but the gopi says, you will not go. We'll be here only. You will not go. So one of them end up disobeying and one of them end up obeying. But both of them achieve the same result, of course. Both of them achieve the same result. So here, Raghunath Das Goswami, 1 year passes after Mahaprabhu says, you be there only. But Raghunath Das Goswami cannot. Not possible. We become defeated by Krishna. So, this sense of material detachment in Krishna consciousness is not that we have to give up material things. Right? We become defeated before Krishna. Krishna conquers our senses. Krishna conquers our senses. We become defeated. Now your beauty is too much. Your name is too sweet. Your pastimes are very, very madhurya. Now there is no sense in me trying to fortify myself of my bad habits. Why to do this? Let me give it up. So we become defeated before Krishna. We become defeated. Krishna's attraction overpowers us. This is the meaning of Krishna consciousness. It overpowers us. So you don't have to try very hard to give up our bad habits. You try hard to become connected to Krishna. You become connected to Krishna. For that purpose, you try hard. The bad habits will automatically go away. Whatever should go away will automatically go away. Automatically. You see. So, Raghunath Das Goswami, this time he planned something different. He said, today, by the mercy of Mahaprabhu, he wanted to go and meet Nityananda Prabhu, who is in the place called Panihati. Panihati. So one cannot go to the Supreme Personality of Godhead without going to the spiritual master. So first Raghunath Das Goswami immediately went to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And so he could not get Krishna's mercy, Mahaprabhu's mercy. He could not get shelter. He could not get shelter. Mahaprabhu did not accept him. He thought this was immediate. He now goes to Panihati. Okay. So in Panihati, you can repeat after me. Panihati grame paila prabhura darshana.
Panihati grame paila prabhura darshana.
Kirtaniya sevaka sange arabahu jana.
Kirtaniya sevaka sange arabahu jana.
So Nityananda Prabhu is an Avadhuta. So the Avadhuta he'll be constantly singing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Nityananda Prabhu, that man is an Abadhuta. So he's constantly singing, crying, rolling on the ground sometimes. Sometimes he laughs. In this way, it's very difficult to understand Nityananda Prabhu. And his actions are also very, very unpredictable. Right? Sometimes he goes to Jagai and Madai. They are drunkards and you chant Hare Krishna mantra, take Bhagavad Gita. And they'll come and start chasing Nityananda Prabhu and he'll start running. So you can't believe that maybe he's a sadhu, because you'll think, what is our normal definition of sadhu? Is that he comes and he smiles and then he gives a rose and this is like the general stereotype we have about like a sadhu. He's always smiling, right? Sometimes the sadhu becomes so stressed of smiling, so sometimes he starts like goes out with the women. So we have these stereotypes. Right. So, but Prabhupada also didn't follow that stereotype. So suddenly Prabhupada also, becomes a little upset with some bad philosophy and then he corrects him immediately. So sometimes we have to break these stereotypes of sadhus in order to understand what a sadhu is. So Nityananda Prabhu, because he is the original spiritual master, is showing a sadhu cannot be understood from stereotypes. Right. We need Krishna's mercy to understand who a sadhu is. So Nityananda Prabhu defeated, I would say, he defied all stereotypes. So and then Nityananda Prabhu was sitting in Panihati. There is a nice Ganga flow that happens even right now. If you go to Mayapur, from Calcutta to Mayapur, you can stop by Panihati. And Panihati, you can have Ganga Snan, right? So this is where Nityananda Prabhu was sitting and he was like very effulgent, and Raghunath Das Goswami seeing Nityananda Prabhu, he felt very attracted. Wow, maybe he's very, very important. Until then, Nityananda Prabhu, Raghunath Das Goswami had never seen Nityananda Prabhu before. And he felt great respect seeing so many great devotees were sitting and Nityananda Prabhu was sitting on top of them. So Raghunath Das Goswami Dheki Prabhava Raghunatha Vismita, he became very astonished. Wow, he is a very important person. At that point of time, Nityananda Prabhu knows everything, of course. He knows who Raghunath Das Goswami, everything. And Raghunath Das Goswami, immediately when he saw, he felt, he went very far and he offered obeisances to Nityananda Prabhu. दंडावत होना शई पडीला काता दूरे सेवक कहे रघुनाथ दंडावत करे. Raghunath Das offered his obeisance by falling prostrate at a distant place. The servant of Nityananda Prabhu pointed out, there is Raghunath Das offering you obeisances. Shuni Prabhu kahe chora dili darashana aya aji tora karimu dandana. Hearing this, Lord Nityananda Prabhu said, you are a thief. Now you have come to see me. Come here today. I shall punish you. Why should Nityananda Prabhu punish Raghunath Das Goswami? Why is Raghunath Das Goswami a thief? What did he do? Thief means one who takes something without paying the right price. He's a thief, right? So if I try to take something without paying, I'm a thief. So Nityananda Prabhu said, you are trying to purchase Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without going through me? You are a thief. Come here. Come here. And he gives him a punishment. So when a sadhu gives a punishment, the punishment is also meant to attract you closer. Any punishment a sadhu gives is also meant to attract you closer. Like for instance, when I used to get up very late for Mangala Arati, right? Punishment in the ashram was you have to write 28 times Hare Krishna mantra. So every time you are late, only once allowed per month. Anything more than once a month more, if I go to Mangalarti like 5:15, right? Then I have to write 28 times Hare Krishna mantra. Then I have to show it to the base, like the ashram coordinator. See, 28 times, right? It must be the neat handwriting. But it was so ecstatic when I write down Hare Krishna mantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. It's very, very, very nice. This is called Likhita Japa, right? To write down Hare Krishna mantra is very purifying. So I used to write 28 times Hare Krishna mantra as a punishment. But that punishment was very purifying. Right? I felt very purified by doing that punishment more and more. Similarly, any punishment that a sadhu gives, like we see Narada Muni giving punishment to Nala Kuvera and Manigriva, right? The sons of Kuvera. That punishment gave them a chance to associate with the Lord personally. Right? A sadhu does not know to punish. That's like a materialist does not know how to bless. Right? A materialist, even if he blesses, whatever he is blessing, ultimately it will only cause pain to the other person. Similarly, a sadhu does not know how to punish. So the spiritual master, the Adi Guru, Nityananda Prabhu is the Adi Guru. He is like the expansion of Balarama. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than Krishna himself. So Nityananda Prabhu is the original spiritual master. He's in his usual jovial, funny mood. He's saying, "You're trying to steal. You're a thief. I'm going to give you a punishment." Right, Raghunath Das Goswami, I'm going to give you a punishment. In this way, he said, and Raghunath Das Goswami became ecstatic. Because if someone gives you punishment, that means he's getting you closer. He's getting you closer. Someone is chastising you. Sometimes we can't correct devotees. They get angry and they go away. Right? Why are you saying this? Why are you saying like that? But if someone can be corrected, that means there is very close connection, right, between you and other person. Right? You can liberally say what is good for you. Right? They can say that. So similarly, like Santushta Prabhu was telling, I'm not as pure, so I'm not eligible to correct. Who can correct others is actually who's above the, is beyond reproach. Only he can correct others. One who's beyond reproach only can correct others. One who himself is faulty cannot correct someone else. It is not possible. But he was telling, Santushta Prabhu was telling when he went to Atlanta, so where devotees there, they instantly correct. If there is a superior, they'll instantly correct the junior. They'll not wait for, you have to feel nice, whether you'll go away, whether you'll think bad, not so much processing. So advancement is very fast. Advancement is very fast. So, of course, in our association, of course, I cannot correct also because I'm not qualified to correct like that because I myself am full of faults. But, the point is, Nityananda Prabhu's character is that, of course, he immediately told Raghunath Das Goswami, "You are a thief." And he said, "Prabhu bolaya tenho nikate na karega mana akarshiya tandra mate prabhu darila charana." Lord called him, but Raghunath Das Goswami did not go near to the Lord. The Lord forcibly caught him and placed his lotus feet upon Raghunath Dasa's head. Wow. To have the lotus feet of the spiritual master directly on one's head, forcibly. Wow. That means he's forcibly giving you shelter. Forcibly giving you shelter. Anyone who receives even a dust at the lotus feet of the spiritual master, all his miseries go away. Anyone who receives Vaishnava Pada Renu, Mora Panchagras, Pada Renu, the lotus feet, the dust from the lotus feet, even the dust that is coming from the lotus feet of a devotee is so purifying. What to have the lotus feet of the spiritual master, the original spiritual master on one's head. That means what? Nityananda Prabhu is pleased with the hankering of Raghunath Das Goswami. Hankering of Raghunath Das Goswami. So when does one get the mercy of a spiritual master? Many people ask this question. How do I find my Guru? How many of you have this question? How do I find my Guru? Very simple. You can understand this from this Panihati pastime. When we are hankering for Krishna, that I want Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. When we are hankering for Krishna like that, I want Krishna. I'm tired of this material world. I'm in a desert right now. I need to reach you. I do not know how I can be freed from my bad habits, free from everything that I'm associated with. I want to associate with you. I want to serve you. Somehow I want to sing about you. Somehow I want to be near you. In this way, we have greed to associate with the Lord. Lobhamayi Shraddha. What is it called? Lobhamayi Shraddha. When the Shraddha is there, that without the Lord, my life is waste. I can't sustain myself. Like Raghunath Das Goswami could not sustain himself. He felt like running away to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He could not be there. Day and nights were becoming like eons of yugas. Yugayitam nimeshena chakshusham pravrushayitam shunyayitam jagat sarvam govinda virahena me. Govinda virahena, by separating from Govinda viraham, I cannot. Shunyayitam jagat sarvam. This whole Jagat Sarvam becomes Shunyayitam, Shunyam. I don't see any value. Food does not give me joy. Nice jewels do not give me joy. And for different people, it might be different. For women, jewels do not give me joy. Makeup does not give me joy. House does not give me joy. For men, promotion does not give me joy. Right? Money does not give me joy. Bank accounts do not give me joy. Professional accomplishments do not give me joy. Impressing women do not give me joy. Nothing gives me joy. I'm a pauper. I'm an orphan. I need Krishna. Without Krishna, I feel like a miser. I feel like an adhani. I feel like a pauper. Right now, our problem is that we feel rich without Krishna. What is our problem? We feel that is our problem. Because I feel rich without Krishna, Krishna does not come in. Because Krishna comes, it's called apratisheda dyotakam. This is the qualification of surrender. Pratisheda means we are denying Krishna's protection. Apratisheda means we are not denying Krishna when he is coming to give us shelter. This is the qualification of surrender. There is a rain cloud that is coming and pouring on you. You're suffering in Arizona desert. There is a nice cool shower that is flowing on, that is falling on you. But there is one way where you cannot enjoy that nice drizzle. What is that? How can you do that? When you have an umbrella. When you have an umbrella, you will not enjoy that nice drizzle. Is it not? Similarly, when Krishna is pouring his mercy on us, we are denying his protection. We are denying, Krishna, I don't want you. I am going to meet my friend right now. I am going to go to, some shopping, right? Or I'm going to here, I'm going there, I'm going for a birthday party, I'm going here. So we should be like, real. I want Krishna every moment. Every moment. It is not easy. Gaur Govind Maharaj says, right? It's not easy to get Krishna Baba. He says like that. Right? You can't get easily Krishna so easily. So you have to hanker for him. And how can you hanker? When you feel poor. Actually, we are poor right now. But we think we possess something. And that will be erased at the time of death. We don't realize that. We don't realize that. So, Nityananda Prabhu, why did he place his lotus feet on Raghunath Das Goswami's head? Because he was pleased. He felt so ecstatic seeing Raghunath Das Goswami. And he could not see him pay obeisances so far. He said, come down, come here, rascal. Why did you come? Why did you not come sooner? Why did you not come sooner to me? In this way, Nityananda Prabhu punished Raghunath Das Goswami by placing his lotus feet. This anger is ecstatic anger. This anger is not Anger. This anger is that, why did you not come sooner? Rascal, you did not come sooner? I would have given you shelter before. That type of anger with preeti. And he said, because you did this mistake, I'm going to give you a punishment. What punishment? Kautuki Nityananda Saheje Daya Maya Raghunate Kaha Kichu Hanasha Daya. He spoke to Raghunath. Nikate na Aisha Chora Bhage Dure Dure. Aji Lakpa Nachi Dandimuto Mare. I've captured you, I'll punish you. What will I punish you? Dhadichida Bhakshana. You can repeat after me. Dhadichida Bhakshana. Karaha Mora Gane. Shuni Anandita Hoile. Raghunatha Mane. Make a festival and feed all my associates yogurt and chipped rice. Here in this, Raghunath Das Goswami is very greatly pleased. You become a part of my family. And how do you do this? What is the entrance? What is the onboarding? Right? You serve devotees. So if you are finding yourself very far from the association of devotees, come and serve devotees. The more and more we serve devotees who are already very intimate with the spiritual master, we also can get admitted into this family. To get admitted into this family of devotees is not easy. It's not easy because you are getting admitted into the family of Krishna. Ecstasy is the norm. So it's not easy. But if we serve devotees who are already a part of the Parshada of the Lord, then we get admittance. Otherwise not. So, and immediately Raghunath Das Goswami became ecstatic and he was very rich. He had a lot of money in his bank account his father had given. He said, no. Right? You can, I mean, each one can take turns. I'll read this Bengali and maybe you can read the English and you can take turns. Seikshane nija loka pathaila grame bhaksha dravya loka sabha grama hoita ane. You can start from here. The English alone. Translation.
Raghunatha Dasa immediately sent his own men to the village to purchase all kinds of eatables and bring them back.
Chidada hi dugdha sandesha ara chini kala sabha dravyana na chaudi ke dharila.
Raghunatha Das brought chipped rice, yogurt, milk, sweetmeats, sugar, bananas, and other eatables and placed them all around.
Mahotsava nama shuni brahmana sajana asitela gila loka asankhya ganana.
As soon as they heard that a festival was going to be held, all kinds of brahmanas and other gentlemen began to arrive. Thus, there was innumerable people.
Aragramantara hoite samagriya nila shata dui chari holna tanha anaila.
Seeing the crowd increasing, Raghunatha Dasa arranged to get more eatables from other villages. He also brought 200 to 400 large round earthen pots.
Bada bada mritkundi ka anaila panchashate eko vipra prabhu lagi chida bhijaya tate.
He also obtained 5 or 7 especially large earthen pots, and in these pots of Brahmana began soaking chipped rice for the satisfaction of Lord Nityananda.
Ekathani tupta dhugde chida bhi jana ardhe kecha nila dhadi chini kala diya.
In one place, chipped rice was soaked in hot milk in each of the large pot. Then half of the rice was mixed with yogurt, sugar, and banana.
So there was 2 types of chipped rice. One mixed with milk, other mixed with yogurt, sugar and bananas. Ardhe ka ghana vrita dugdhe techa nila chanpa kala chini ghrita karpura tate dila.
The other half was mixed with condensed milk and a special type of banana as kanva flour. Then sugar, dyed butter, and camphor were added.
So all these eatables that were going to be offered to the Lord, here it was going to be offered directly to Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, right? Because Nityananda Prabhu traditionally would take lunch at Raghav Pandit's place. At that point of time, that day, Nityananda Prabhu said, I don't want to come officially, you know. I just want to enjoy with all my, like this picnic, I just want to eat. So usually what we do in India is that, so one of my first experiences in Krishna Consciousness movement, after I joined, in 2 weeks the Panihati festival came. So we all went to a very nice river in Kerala, border of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. It was a very nice picturesque river. there is we take Gaura Nitai deities, and Gaura Nitai deities take bath there, and we prepare this Chida Dahi there, along with all devotees. We prepare together, and then we distribute to all devotees. We take prasadam by the riverside, and then we have nice kirtan. We take bath in the river, and then we come back. So it's like a picnic, right? Time to do picnic. So similarly, if you know some river here where we can take bath, you let me know. We can do this festival also here. So all this dravyam is something you don't need to cook anything of this. That is why Nityananda Prabhu's punishment was also very intelligent punishment. Right? So Duti pari Prabhu yadi pinda teva sila shata kundi vipra tandra age te dharila.
Change his clothes, sat on a very platform. The Brahmana walked 7 years.
चबुतारा उपरे यत प्रभुर निज गणे बड़ो बड़ो लोक वशिला मंडाली रचने.
The most important things in the Prabhu, as well as the most important men, sat down in a circle around the Lord.
रामदास सुंदरानंद दास गदाधरा मुरारी कमलाकर सदाशिव पुरंदरा.
Ramadasa,
सुंदरानंद गदाधर दास कमलाकर सदाशिव पुरंदर. धनंजय जगदीश परमेश्वर दासा महेश गौरी दासा होड़ कृष्ण दासा.
धनंजय जगदीश परमेश्वरा दासा और Akhilesh
Gauri Das, Hoda Krishna Das were also there. उदाहरण दत्ता आदि यत निज गण ऊपर वसीला सब के करे गणना. Okay.
The person associates the Lord sat on the waist platform with multiple counts.
Okay, if you want, I can go here. 3663, right? Oh, really? Okay, this is 3663, right? 3663. Okay. Better? शुनि पंडित भट्टाचार्य यथ विप्र आइला मान्य करी प्रभुर सबारे ऊपर वसाइला.
Speaking about the festival, all kinds of scholars, brahmanas, and priests visited. Like Prabhu on the raised platform.
दुई दुई मृत कुंडी का सबार आगे दिला एके दुग्ध चिड़ा आरे दधी चिड़ा खाइला.
Fed 2 earthen pots. In one was put chip rice with condensed milk, and in the other chip rice with yogurt.
So in Atlanta, they'll have mud pots. We don't have mud pots here, or else we could have offered Mahaprabhu and Nityananda mud pots. Mritpind. आरयत लोक सब चौथा रता लाने मंडली बंदे वसीला तारा ना है गणने.
All the other people sat in group around the platform. No one could count how many people there were.
एक एक जना रे दुई दुई होल न दिला दधी चिड़ा दुग्ध चिड़ा दुई तभी जाइला.
Each and every one of them was supplied 2 earthen pots, one of chipped rice soaked in yogurt, and the other of chipped rice soaked with condensed milk.
कोना कोना विप्र ऊपर स्थान न पाना दुई होल न चिड़ा भिजाए गंगा तीरे गिया.
Some of the brahmanas, not having gotten a place, went to the bank of Ganges with their 2 earthen pots and soaked their chipped rice with.
So you have Brahmanas who do not get a spot. ತೀರೆ ಸ್ಥಾನ ನ ಪಾಣಾರ ಕಥ ಜನ ಜಲೆ ನಾಮಿ ಧದಿ ಚಿಡ ಕರ ಎ ಭಕ್ಷಣ.
Others who could not get a place even on the bank of the Ganges got down in the water and began eating their 2 kinds of chips.
केह उपरे केह तले केह गंगा तीरे विष जन तीन ठाणी परिवेशन करे.
Now some sat on the platform, some at the base of the platform, and some on the bank of the Ganges, and they were all supplied 2 pots each by the 20 men who distributed the food.
हे नकाले आइले तथा राघव पंडिता हसीते लगीला देखी हाना विस्मिता.
At that time, Raghava Pandita arrived there. Seeing the situation, he began to laugh in great surprise.
So Raghav Pandit expected to invite Nityananda Prabhu, said, it's time for lunch, let's go. And when he saw there was a huge festival going on, like what's going on? What happened just here? What rolled out here? What happened? What just happened here? निशक्ति ना नामता प्रसाद नीला प्रभुरा के दिया भक्त गणे बंटी दिला.
He brought many kinds of food cooked in ghee and offered to the Lord. The prasadam he first placed before Lord Nityananda and then distributed among the devotees.
प्रभुरा कहे तोमा लागी भोगा लगाईला तुम्ही हा उत्सव करा घरे प्रसाद रहिला.
Raghava Pandita said to Lord Nityananda, for you, sir, I have already offered food to the deity, but you are engaged in a festival here, and so the food is lying there untouched.
प्रभु कहे द्रव्य दिन करिए भोजना रात्रे तोमारा घरे प्रसाद करीमु भक्षणा.
Lord Nityananda replied, let me eat all this food here during the day, and I shall eat at your home at night.
So it's very nice, you see. गोप जाती आमी बहु गोप गण संगे आमी सुख पाई पुली न भोजना रंगे.
I belong to a community of cowhead boys, and therefore I generally have many cowhead associates with me. I'm happy when we eat together in a picnic like this by the sandy bank of the river.
So you see, Krishna conscious movement is very easy, joyful. It's not like you have to go and meditate somewhere alone or you have to do maunam or like nothing like that. You chant loudly, you dance, you take prasadam, you have in the group of association, we have loving transactions with each other. That is how we make progress, right? So in Krishna consciousness, you make less advancement when we are alone. And you make more advancement when we are together with devotees. Of course, to make advancement when we are with devotees, we need to spend quality time with Krishna, being alone, that is also there. But the ecstasy happens when devotees who have quality connection with Krishna come together and we reciprocate, we have loving dealings with each other, you see. So Nityananda Prabhu himself is with all his devotees, with all his parshadas, right? I'll finish in 2 minutes. And he said, Raghav Pandit, you also sit down. Where are you going? Raghave vasana dui kundi deyo ila Raghavadvi vidha cheda tate bija ila. Lord. Go ahead.
Lord Nityananda made Raghava Pandit sit down and had 2 pots delivered to him also. They were 2 kinds of rice.
Very nice. So in this way, you see, so they had a beautiful celebration. I think that's, yeah, this is a very nice thing that happens next. So in this way, what happens at that point of time? Mahaprabhu appears in their presence, right? So this is also, let me read this. It's not getting late, 5 more minutes. Sakala lokera chida purna hobe huila dhyanata be prabhu Mahaprabhu re anila.
Chip rice had been served to everyone. Lord Nityananda Prabhu in meditation brought Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
And where is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu right now? I know, but where is he actually? In Puri, right? He is actually in Jagannath Puri, right? And Nityananda Prabhu brought Mahaprabhu from? Right, Puri to here. Mahaprabhu aila dekhi Nitai uthila tandre lana sabara chida dekhi te lagila.
When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arrived, Lord Nityananda Prabhu stood up. They then saw how the others were enjoying chipped rice with yogurt and condensed.
So you can also invite Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Prabhu with your meditation and ask them to honor this chipped rice we are offering, right? Right. If you have the bhakti, Mahaprabhu will come and honor this. सकल कुंडीरा होलना चिडार एक एक ग्रासा महाप्रभुर मुखे देना करी पारी हासा.
in each and every pot, you have to put in the process. One you have to put right, which gets into the mouth of the child and as it were.
हसी महाप्रभु आर एक ग्रास लाना तांड्र मुखे दिया खायो हसिया हसिया.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also smiling, took a morsel of food, pushed it into the mouth of Nityananda and laughed as he made Lord Nityananda eat it.
My Guru Maharaj laughs like how Nityananda Prabhu laughs and Chaitanya Prabhu laughs. So I cannot, of course, relate like him. You can watch, I can send you a video and you can watch how my spiritual master relates this pastime. He loves this festival. So, and the way he, mentions and tells his pastimes is very ecstatic. ए मत निताय बोले सकल मंडले दांडन रंग देखे वैष्णव सकले.
In this way, Lord Nityananda, all the groups of teachers and all the Vaishnavas they are the same.
के की करिया बेड़ा या यह के नाही जने महाप्रभु दर्शन पाय को न भाग्यवाने.
No one could understand what Nityananda Prabhu was doing as he walked about. Some, however, who were very fortunate could see that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also present.
तबे हसी नित्यानंद वसीला सने चारी कुंडी आरोया चीड़ा राखीला दाहिने.
Then Nityananda Prabhu smiled and sat down. On his right side, he kept 4 parts of chipped rice that had not been made from boiled paddy.
So in this way, both of them sat down and honored this, ate this chipped rice, enjoyed this chipped rice along with yogurt and milk, and all the devotees were all ecstatic. They were all ecstatic in love for Godhead. This is the meaning of Vaishnava Sangha, where everyone is ecstatic. They're ecstatic eating, samadhi in eating, samadhi while cooking, samadhi while doing kirtan. So Krishna Consciousness movement is a dynamic samadhi. Is dynamic samadhi, where everyone is in ecstasy all the time, right? So this is the Panihati festival. So we're trying to observe this festival. Observe this festival means to observe an utsava, means to read the pastimes and try to come to the same mood and try to transport ourselves into that leela. Right? So we can also be a part of that leela, that we can go 500 years back and be a part of that leela and be also one of those, people getting 1 pot of yogurt with chipped rice, right, from people who are giving, and I also need 1 pot with chipped rice with milk, and I also take this prasadam and remember how Nityananda Prabhu and Mahaprabhu ate. We can also get that, right? We can also transport ourselves. So this is the mood of observing Janmashtami, observing Ramanavami, observing Nrsimha Chaturdashi, observing Panihati. What is the purpose of observing festivals? That we meditate on the Lord in the same bhav as these devotees were meditating, as these devotees reciprocated. All right. So this utsava, this way of observing utsava has been lost. Right, like Krishna is telling, Sai mayate adya yoga prokta puratana bhakto asime sagachayati rasyam edu uttamam. So Prabhupada is re-establishing the way of observing these festivals in the same mood, and in this way become ecstatic. And you cannot observe this just silently in my apartment. It's not so ruchi. But when you come together with devotees and then observe these festivals, then there is ruchi. More the merrier. Right. Stop here. Any questions or comments are welcome. Any realizations? Any comments?